there's one word called balance. We try to balance the line. How do we balance the line? What do we mean by balance? Okay, let me go through the process. Balance the line. That's why it's also called line balancing. Okay, don't have to copy this. This will be emailed to you tonight. We want to balance the line. First of all, we have to understand the technical terms. Cycle time. What is a cycle time? A cycle time means we calculate the production time available. Examples, if you work 8 hours per day, we convert that to minutes, divided by how many units we need to produce. That means 4 minutes. Now, in the case of the this morning's games, how do we calculate cycle time? So very simple. We take the total time divided by the output. So 20 was the output, and how many minutes? 120 seconds or whatever. What does this 4 minutes mean? Now there are people who can do this. Okay, there are people who help us to move the class to the finishing line. Tell me, what does this 4 minutes mean in English?
Units per
Units per?
cycle product.
Units per product? No?
Units made per product. Units made per product.
4 minutes per unit.
Yeah. Units made.
That means to produce one
unit
we need on average
4 minutes.
very good. Cycle time. To produce one we need on average 4 minutes. Cycle time. What was the cycle time? To produce one unit this morning, originally more than, can you remember this morning? 11 seconds, whatever, very long. But when you improve, it goes down to 2 seconds for 1 cup. And eventually, hopefully, you can become 1 second per cup. Cycle time, huh? Just remember this. Now, next thing is we need to understand what's the difference between cycle time and flow time. Cycle time, okay, only 10 minutes. After that, we can all go home. Huh? Cycle time. We calculate the cycle time for each of these station. And flow time means we add up all the cycle time. Flow time means from like this morning, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we add up all, that is your flow time, the total time. Now cycle time, this is what we need to do. Is the maximum of each of these stations. So this morning when you play the game, you have 5 person. That means you have 5 stations, example. Somebody will do faster. Somebody will do a bit slower. The one that has the slowest or the most time will be used as the cycle time. Any question? That's all you need to know. Okay, no need to challenge anything. Just accept cycle time is the longest time of each workstation. And efficiency, as you see now, we will start to calculate efficiency. Efficiency means if we want this number to be high, it's better. Low efficiency, no good. Operation management, we try to bring this number up. Number of workstation is this. Now, in the exam, you just have to follow these 6 steps for line balancing. Now, how do you know whether this question is line balancing in your exams? Very simple. Number 1, you should see a table like this. You should see a table something like this. Once you see something like this, you say, oh, line balancing, here I come. Okay? Now once you do this, what do? First step, you draw the precedence diagram. So, let's do this together. For A, I need precedence. No precedence, so you always start from A here. From the left. Next, to do B, you must do A. So you draw B here, after A. C, after A, you draw C. D, to do D,
BC, C.
B.
to do D, we must do B and C. Therefore, B and C will give us D. First step, draw the diagram according
Okay.
to the information. Any question? How to draw the diagram? Nope. Next, once you draw the diagrams, put in the time. 0.1, 0.2, 0.3 and so on.
It's always given, right?
Sorry?
It's
Always given. Always given. This table always given. Of course, in the exam it won't be so simple lah. But the concept is the same. Just follow from the top to the bottom, from the left to the right. Next, you calculate 5 more minutes, cycle time. Calculate cycle time. How do you calculate? They tell you how many hours this will be given to you. Convert that to minutes. Divided by this one will be given. How many outputs? In this case, 0.4 minutes. Right? And calculate N. N is your number of workstations. How do you calculate N? We add up all the time divided by cycle time from the top. And if we get 2.5, we say we have 3 workstations. Next,
We round it off.
round it up because we cannot have 2.5 workstations. Workstation is like a station. Next, we do this. This is the important one. Most students get confused from here. Next, we do this. Workstation 1, you always start from the left. From the diagram, from the left. So I put A here. Right? Now, A is require how many minutes?
1.
Look at here. 0 point?
1.
No.
1.
Look at the diagram,
1.
which you draw just now. It's 0.1. How do you get 0.3 here?
Minus 0.
The cycle time, 0.4 minus 0.1 means you left 0.3. Can you understand this?
Yes.
To get this number, you get the cycle time minus the time for this project, this job. Okay? Next, because you have 0.3, step by step, right? Once you understand this, you go home, you don't have to read. Because you have 0.3 time, we can do B or we can do C. We just follow the arrow. But can we do C?
No.
No, because C needs
B.
0.4, but we only have 0.3 time left. Therefore, we do B. But B requires 0.2, so 0.3 minus 0.2, left 0.1. Can we do anything with 0.1? Look at the diagram. Can we do anything with 0.1? No. You do this. If you don't, close shop for workstation 1. Close shop. Start workstation 2. Once you start workstation 2, your cycle time will begin with 0.4 again. Now, workstation 2. We have done A, we have done B. Can we do C? Can we do D?
Yeah. But at 4.
No. We cannot do D because why? Because according to the diagram, to do D, we must have done B and
C.
C. But have I done C?
No.
No.
So therefore, we cannot do D. We must choose C. So the diagram is very important. So we put C here. C here. And C is 0.4. Any time left? No time left? Close shop. Start workstation 3. The last one, of course, only left one, which is called D. Put it inside and finish your this. Any questions before I move to the next stage?
In the exam, how would you present it?
In the exam, how many?
How would you present it?
How will you present it? As I said, you do this, you draw the diagram, then you do exactly what I've done. Workstation 1, put in what first, and remaining next. To be fair, in the exam, if I were you, I would do this. I'll put one more here. I'll put time here to help me. Sometimes we need this. Okay? Time in the middle. 0 for A is 0.1. I'll put 0.1 here. For B is 0.2. I'll put 0.2. C 0.4 and 0.3. Now you can see different workstation have different actual cycle. Now what is the actual cycle for A? 0.1 plus 0.2, what's the total time? 0.3.
0.3.
0.4. 0.3. Remember I told you, cycle time is the maximum of the total. So where is the biggest? 0.3, 0.4, 0.3?
0.4.
We choose the 0.4 as the actual cycle time. What is actual? Actual means after you put them into different workstations, you choose what is the maximum, it's called your actual. Theory, you just take the total time divided by the units. Sometimes your theory, in this case the theory is the same as your actual. But sometimes actual can be different from your theory. Yes?
If two workstations value is the same,
Yep.
how would you choose that?
If it's 0.4, 0.4, 0.3, you choose 0.4.
Whoever.
Whichever higher, doesn't matter. Now, before we move on, anything? Or if your brain is stuck, no problem, just relax. Ask me on Wednesday or Thursday. Move on, huh? Based on this is exactly what I've done in graph, in pictures, compared to in table format. But these two are the same. How do we get 0.3?
Can be added.
You showed just now the table, right? 0.1 plus 0.2. 0.4 and 0.3. That's all. Efficiency, last one. Efficiency, add up the time. This one important, a lot of students make mistakes. Add up the total time. Right, you can add this 3 also. Divided by this one, be careful. This is the actual workstation. Actual. How do you get this? Yes, you see from the actual. Based on how I put the jobs just down, remember? How we put the jobs? 1, 2, 3. This one. This one, 3, is not the same as this. This is the theory tree. Theory means we calculate. We think that on average it can be 3. But sometimes in the actual, based on how we put the thing, actual can be 4 or 5. So I repeat, actual can be more, cannot be less. Can be more, cannot be less. Efficiency, we use actual 1, 2, 3 divided by actual cycle time, maximum. Not theory cycle time, not theory and actual. 83%, quite good. Now, if your answer is small, 50%, you go and redo again. Balance. Finally, before we finish for today, this is called line balancing. From the word line balancing means what? In English, people who don't like mathematics, you do this. You try to balance equally. Try your best. So if it's 0.7, 0.3, 0.1, is it balanced?
No.
No. Somebody works so hard, somebody don't work, then it's not balanced. Line balancing, you try to balance everyone. Then you should achieve better efficiency. That's all. E is efficiency. High efficiency, good. Low efficiency, no good. Thank you very much. I'll see you at 9.